welcome along and welcome back to This Is Ireland. So it is still the first day of winter, and there's a good reason for this. We're heading down to the shop because as I was ending the previous video, I suddenly realised that being early winter, we are at a point where selling stuff comes into its own. So let's have a look at our sales graph, and particularly we can see that wheat and barley tomorrow are going to be what we want to sell. Now we have a fair amount of wheat, a fair amount of barley. We're good. We've got a fair amount of oats as well. We have a lot of canola, and this is where we come a cropper. Today is the best day to sell canola. So we need, before this day is out, to do exactly that. So that's why we're down at the shop, because we're heading into here and heading into our trailers to purchase something with which we can sell our crop. Now, the Optiliner here, the 106 holds 63,000, the 70 and the 133 holds 79,000. We have how much canola? We have 99,000 litres of canola. So it doesn't really matter which way we go with this. If we look at our other ones though, we have only 10,000 of barley. We have 47,000. So most of the time, we're only going to need the smaller trailer, which is actually quite good because that fits into the available money we have to buy this thing outright. Now, there are other trailers. So the Cramp here, that holds 48,000. Again, that would cover most of our use cases. And I think that's pretty much it. We've got this Fliegel one here that holds 43,000 for 55. We've got the ASS 298. That holds 48. I'm actually slightly tempted by this. This is an interesting looking trailer. We could go with this actually. Having said that, it's got a green top. Yeah, it's either the black or the green. Design is either a trans farmer. It's pity that I wouldn't say virtual farmer, because that would be brilliant. So yeah, there is that for 55,000. That would probably take us a little bit longer to transport our wheat though. Yeah, we need something that holds at least 47,000 litres. So that pretty much rules out this trailer that we were looking at, because this only holds 43. I don't really want to go for a standard trailer. The KS 950, that would give us a problem. So that kind of rules out this one. Let's there's this Cramp, but again that's 78,000, so that is we get more coverage for this. So I think we're going to go for this. I think this Optiliner is a good choice. It's quite interesting in that we have various options. I think some metal wheels. I think the main colour, well, the main colour actually, if we go with the Case IH red. There we go. Wow, that will match our lorry quite nicely. And again, we could go fully Case IH red, but actually, what I'm going to do is we're going to go with an Onyx cover on top. I like that a lot. So, no reflectors, no reflectors. There we go, with reflectors. With spare wheel, 73,200. We have 74,500. We're immediately going to make this money back. So, yeah, let's purchase that. Absolutely perfect. Right, now, hopefully, our price for our canola allows for this. Oh, really, to go with this truck, what we would wanted was the black rims. So we might go and customize that back at our place or back at our farm. But for now, let's hook this up. There we go. And away we go down back to our farm. Now, there's two things that we really want to concentrate on in this video. The first is this job here, is us collecting up and selling off the canola, getting the absolute best price we can for it. Right, there we go. So we'll do that from here and pull this alongside here. The other thing we need to do, and we're going to go and set this up while this is loading, is we're going to head down to the BGA and start selling off the silage we have down there. Now, we do still have a load of silage to sell. Yeah, 84,000 litres, so it's going to take a couple of loads of this. But we do have a fair amount of silage to sell down there. So I want to get hold of this. I think we've got the bucket on the front. We don't have the bucket on the front, so we need to go and switch this. And we're going to head down there because what happens is at midnight is when the sale goes through. So while we've got enough time and while we got the ability to do it, we are going to go and sell some silage, get some money in there. Again, that will help offset the costs that we have at the moment. I think that's full already, our truck. So yeah, we'll drop this here. That way, when we come and load up again in a minute, this will be ready and waiting. Now, sometimes with manual attach, you have to jump out and jump back in again. Because that is not wanting to connect to that for some reason. I wonder why. Oh, let's jump into something else. We'll come back to this in a minute. There we go. That has suddenly decided that it's going to connect up. That is always just a little bit weird. Right, so that is done. We want to work out where to go to sell this. So let's have a look in here. Best price for canola is the port. Now, where is the port? So the port, I think, is where the BGA is. Now, if that's good, that is a useful bit of happenstance. Yeah, in fact, there it is. That's where the biogas plant is. Absolutely perfect. What we can do then, let's cover this up, is we can take both this and our telehandler down there at the same time. So it was absolutely worth just getting this, grabbing it, and setting ourselves up for that. Now we want to change this so that we got the different wheels. There we go. So we want this to turn a bit more normally. Let's put the follow on this. We'll drop it back to 50, even though that shouldn't be too far. And away we go. Let's get these two bits off down to where our sell point is. So we're coming up to the BGA on our left. What I want to do, yeah, is pull this in here. I think the entrance to the port is slightly further along. So we'll grab our telehandler here. We'll take that off Follow Me and bring it into the bio-waste plant here. So over the humps. And this will allow us to just check this out as well. So that's where we're looking to sell stuff. Yeah, we can't get into the port from this side. So we'll just bring this over here. We have a very nice amount of silage here ready to sell. So we'll be on to that in a minute. But first, we're just going to jump through the hedge here, pick up our truck again, and head round to the port. So this should be a very nice amount of money off this. We've got a second one of these trips to make. And in fact, it's a little bit, so lots of, I do like about this map is lots of roadworks and things to try and dodge. So sell point would appear to be here, I think. Now, before we tip this, we will double check that this is the right sell point. So, yeah, we have our canola to tip. We are at the port, and the port is hopefully the best price for canola. Yep, there we go. Not by a huge amount, but it is the best price. And I kind of forgotten about this sell point. We've had everything down the other end so much so far that it's not been something I've overly thought about. Let's take the top off that. It's a really interesting trailer, this. There we go. So that is that done. 81,788. So we've already made back the cost of our trailer. We've lost no money on this, and we're now about to head back to the farm and make a little bit more cash from the remainder. And back down to the port again with the final 21,779 litres. Let's tip this up, see how much more we make off it. So doors are open. I'm actually going to stop that for a moment. I wonder if we have a different tip side. Because it does seem to have... Yeah, it does. Look, there we go. That's much better. That makes much more sense to me in tipping, to tip it like that. So I'm going to leave the tip side like that, because that is fantastic. There we go. So we're going to take this just back round to the BGA quickly. And I don't think we can get this to tip into the BGA. We may have to drive around a few times in our... wow, there's a big area to build stuff there. Yeah, I think we're going to have to drive around in the Manitou a few times. While we can load this up, I'm not sure this is going to be able to tip where we wanted to. We will have a check, though. It is worth checking. But I don't think... Yeah, I don't think we can tip into there, unfortunately. If we had a ramp, then we'd be able to. But yeah, at the moment, we can't tip into that. So, let's just bring this round here. Park her up. We'll turn our lights off so that we don't, so that we don't drain the battery. And then we can come in here and we will uncover this. So it's not a huge amount. I think we actually have more from our, well, we do have more because this is from just field 23 on its own. It is, if we open this, there we go, 169,900. We can't uncover this middle bit for some reason. 169,714 litres of silage. We're currently on full front wheel steering. Grab right, all wheel steering. There we go. So, this is going to take a little while for us to load up. But we have a decently large bucket on this. So let's see if we can make a bit of money from this silage by loading it up. Now this is going to take a while to do doing this way. So, I wonder, do I have a placeable item in here that we have elsewhere? Did I enable it on this map? I may not have. And if I haven't, I may just switch out quickly and add it in. I think I'm going to switch out quickly and add it in. We can do this so much quicker. Right, so we've got it in now. Let's find out where it is. Here it is. So Mapper's Paradise, it's a placeable ramp. And the great thing about this is that this will collapse. So what we want to do is we want to place this basically as close to this as we can. We need to lower it a little bit. Does it raise and lower? No, we've not got any space to raise and lower here. We need to turn it slightly. And we're going to place it here. Now looking at this, I've actually got that the wrong way round. We want this way round. Like so. There. That should be exactly what we're after. So what we could do now is we can back our truck up to this. So this remains low for when we need it to. We come over here and up it comes. Absolutely perfect. So let's go and fill our truck that we've nicely bought over here. Turn all the lights on this again. Start this up, uncover this, and yeah, we can now fill this up and use this to go and sell all of our silage, which is quite frankly a fantastic use of this bulker. So back into here, and it means that we get all of this, short distance though it is, we'll get all of this over here quite quickly. So there we go, first scoop up, 3,000 litres in, load this up. And this, it's still going to take several trips to do this and get this where we want it to be. But it will at least do this job quicker than we would have done it otherwise. The alternative, of course, is for us to pop to the shop, grab ourselves some conveyor belts, which is the other way to do it, and just conveyor belt up our load that way. Of course, that does then require cash, and I'm kind of in the thing of that I want to avoid spending cash as much as possible. So let's fill this trailer up, get this on here, and then we'll go and tip this in the BGA. And we'll see how much we make over this, of this overnight. Okay, so the next one I think will be our last one. Yeah, we're at 95%. Just one more to go and then this will be full. Let's push this down. Get this last bucket in. So something I've learned with this is that it takes quite a while to load this up this way. Has it saved us money? Yes, it has. We are left with 97,000 litres in here. Now, I'm intrigued to see how much we make off this overnight. So, we're going to do this here. We're going to leave both these pieces of kit down here. We have got some more selling to do. So that should now be full. It's going to be close enough to be full. But what I'm thinking is, if we make a decent amount of money off here, we will grab some conveyor belts for next time. Let's turn off the lights on that. Let's have a quick look at how much a set of conveyor belts are. So the two basic conveyors we would want, which are here somewhere. There we go. Belt systems. We'd want one of these for 5,000. And then we'd probably want possibly one of these, but certainly a quantum here. So we're looking at about 43,000. If we take it up 53, maybe 60,000 to get a conveyor belt system in here. So we will have a look at how much we're going to make. We will make a lot of money. We've got 62, just under 63,000 litres in here. We could have put a smidge more in. Now, I'm tempted to cut this tree out at the end here just to make things easier for us. But we should be all right. Yeah, there we go. So this ramp should then allow us to reverse up to here. That has not been quite as straight as I'd hoped. Can we get onto this ramp? We have put it at a bit of an angle that is tough to get the truck onto. But we are on it. And it does have guides on it, this ramp, thankfully. There we go. Straight back up. In between the guides. Come on. There we go. So, yeah. Maybe not the best place for us to put this ramp. There we are. So, we're right back up. It is registering it. So we'll tip this out, opens that. And of course we're loading this fairly quickly now. And I don't know how much this takes. If this takes the full whack of this trailer, that would be fantastic. Can we? No, we've not quite got in a position where we can take a picture of that. But yeah, so it takes 50,000. We cannot run all of that at once. So that will take a little while to go down, especially as we're running at 1 times. So let's speed our time up a little bit. Yeah, you can see that going down nice and quick now. Of course, the time is going just that little bit faster as a result. And we have another 12,000 in here. So this needs to drop to about 38,000, just under, for us to do that. It looks like it's going to do it fairly quickly. Then we'll be able to get the rest of this tipped. Watching that number go down. And this is going to be a very, very nice large amount that we get overnight here. And I think it does based on how much has been processed. But it's, yeah. Cannot get in a position where I can see. Oh, there we go. That would do it. Especially if we go like that. We are at 40,000, a little bit more. And we can start tipping this now. So let's tip. Up it goes. Wow, that has gone straight back up. 1% left. We just need to get that last little bit out, and it's dropping down enough. Tip it. And there we go. That is it done. That's our trailer empty. We're going to park this back over with our other bit of kit. just make it round there. So, yeah. And it's getting quite dark now, so it's only 5 in the evening, but it is the middle of winter. So we'll park this here, ready for us to load up next time. I think we're going to make an absolute ton of money off that. Let's jump out. We'll put this on and run over to here. Because I want to put my ramp down. We have no use of that for a little while. So let's close that. And while that's closing, we're going to tab back up to here. And this is our yard. So we want to go home. We're going to go and sleep overnight. It's so dark. But yeah, we're going to run through the sleep now because we can. We need to. It's that time. We'll run this at 15 times. Get ourselves to a point where we can speed through the night while we get home. There we go. And then we're going to take it to 7 AM the following morning. So speed up. And I wonder if we're going to be in a position at 6 PM. At 6 PM to sleep would be quite something. We will see if we can get it to go 14 hours through at this point. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to speed through 14 hours to the morning. Let's see how much money we make overnight from this. There we go. 64,742 off that. But I don't think it's all processed. Amazingly, it's 8 in the morning here now. And it's still pitch black. Let's head over to, there we go, Man TGS. We cannot see anything. But it has gone through. So amazingly, we only made 60,000 off all that silage. That is absolutely incredible. We cannot use the conveyor belts for the rest of this. Had we had a full thing of silage here, yeah, I think a conveyor belt would have been useful. The rest of that, though, this 90,000 odd, which I think it is. Yeah, 97,777. We are going to have to leave that and load it up with the Massey. That's ever so slightly disappointing. And on that note is where we're going to leave it. We're going to be doing some more silage next time, ready for the cows. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.